Hey, and we were here back at the Sunday Scaries with Phil. No, that's my radio. That's my radio voice.
Oh man, what a weekend this weekend is, man.
It's been some ups, been some downs.
Yeah.
We've cried, we've laughed,
We melted.
fell in a mud puddle and just wore the mud. Didn't even wash it off.
No. Oh, what are you trying to say?
Nothing.
Oh,
That's why. There's a reason why this isn't a visual medium.
Oh, for the moment, yeah. You know, this earlier this week, I was watching a video and I don't understand like the "let's go." You know what I mean? When people are like "let's go," I can understand like in sports. When people are trying to hype each other up, they're like, yeah, let's go, and they start hitting each other.
Oh, yeah, the
They
trend
start doing,
of...
let's go.
Yeah.
But then...
We got Apple Jacks, let's go!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There are some dudes that are out there that have no commitment to the bit.
No,
You know what I mean? They're like,
yeah.
let's go. Like, they die at the end with the go. I'm like, dude, if you're not going to be fully committed and pound that chest...
They're hollow inside.
No, dude, don't say it, bud.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, I got a little irritated.
They're ruining it for everybody else.
Absolutely.
You can't just say it. You gotta say it, you gotta mean it.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta slap that chest. You gotta fucking get all hype. Sometimes you might have to break a table or two.
In Jim Carrey's The Mask, do you think he just walked around saying, "Somebody hit me"? That's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
He goes, "Somebody hit me."
He said, "Somebody stop me."
Somebody stop me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh.
But he
man.
says it with gusto.
Exactly. Oh man, The Mask. You know, I showed Lily The Mask about a year ago, and she watched it on repeat like 8 or 9 times.
Nice.
Like that's her joint.
The OG
Jim Carrey is her
original.
joint.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't shown her Dumb and Dumber or Number 23 yet, but those are about the same type of movies.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber is a classic among classics.
And then I was watching, I forgot what movie it was. So, you know, when there's a movie with like knights and kings and shit, you know, why does it feel like the people protecting the king, like when it's time to come and overthrow the king? I think this was during, no, I don't know. Trying to overthrow the king, and all the people that are in the way are weaker than a single soldier that comes through.
The plot armor, yeah.
Why do you have non-elite people protecting you?
I mean, it's probably a tough job market, you know, because you have to balance between actually paying these people. Like, there's a budget, you know. The castle's just not, we're not just infinite money here. So, yeah, sometimes you got to take some duds to just stand guard. And sometimes that's enough for the assassin to be like, oh no, that guy's a little bit bigger than me.
Mm.
So that's where I'm at with it. I completely understand where you're at. You know, you think you just pay money for protection, but I mean, some of these kings out here, they're just forking out bottom dollar for just average Joe.
I mean, just picture when Aragon pushes the door open.
Yeah.
And he's got an old tall dude behind him, a little tiny little hairy guy,
Mm-hmm.
and a little slender, good-looking elf cat just walking into the room, and all these soldiers try to pull up on him, and they're like, "Oh, we can rock you."
Yeah.
Just the 4 of us.
With our pinky.
And there's like 35 of you guys. Guess what? You know? And I find that always like the biggest plot armor and anything. Like, if I was the king, I would want the mountain.
Right.
I would want, you know, these badasses that are in front of me at all times.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I don't know. I find that disturbing every single time I see that in a movie.
Well, I think you're just going to go broke because to actually afford those kind of people.
You don't need to afford anything at that time. I feel like
Plus, it
you
did.
just feed them.
I'll have to remind you, it didn't work out too well for the mountain.
Well,
if we bring it back, you know.
The Viper was the final end right there. But anyways,
He stopped being able to spell.
yeah, how did he spell in the first place? No, I just feel like, you know, all you have to do is feed them, you know, have them get bedded, you know, and have a nice little cot in their castle.
Right.
You know, I really feel like that's all that they need. I mean, It's not like they're out there wearing Gucci, armor.
Well, and I mean, we could be looking at this all wrong. Like, what if it's just a scheduling problem?
Oh, you think like Aragon was like, yo, I think B team is coming in around 1:00. That's sliding in about 1:15. Let me get settled.
That could have easily happened off screen. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. So yeah. So how's it going?
It's going. We're trucking along. Been fighting. I'm already into Magic and Lorcana. Fighting not to get into Pokemon, like not even competitively, but start collecting again and playing the card game. So I'm overloaded on card games as it is, and I'm fighting to not get another one rolled up.
There's that Wondery card game that's coming out.
What'd you call me?
And it seems pretty dope. Like, I've seen gameplay on it.
Wondery?
Yeah, something like Wonder or Wondery, something like that.
Is that like a mobile thing or what?
No, it's
physical.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it's on Kickstarter right now. And I was gonna do, I think, the basic one, because I think the basic one comes with like a pre-con deck that you get to choose, and a few extra packs.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the tiers are like all 6 pre-cons or whatever.
It's definitely never a bad idea to get in on the ground floor, because every single game that's popped up in recent years, like Digimon, Lorcana, and all that stuff, anybody who is able to go to the launch event and snatch those promos, it's a wrap. Those things are worth like $2,000.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, like the Mickey Mouse Musketeer one and
we don't have to name
Elsa's.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't name
Like, there's like a Captain Hook that's like $1,500, but and all it does is just have like a different gold stamp on it. But Digimon was another one. I got into that real heavy, and then I had nobody to play with. The local shop didn't pick it up, and then it withered and died.
Yes.
One Piece has been doing pretty good. I haven't touched that though.
You haven't even tried the gameplay or watching the gameplay?
No, I know the gameplay is probably pretty good because Bandai, they're the same guys that made Digimon, and Digimon ended up being like smoother Pokemon at the end of it. There's a sliding scale of the mana you use. Like there's a threshold of 1 to 10 on each side. Me and you starts at 3 on my turn, but I can either overspend to 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, and then it's automatically your turn. Or you could do the same vice versa, or if I don't spend all my monies, I end the turn, pass it to you, and then it's like reset at 7 or reset at 3 on your turn. So you can deny your opponent mana by never overspending, or if you need a Hail Mary, you can drop a 12 boy, as we call in the game, and it's automatically your turn, but I'm ready to go. But it's still prize cards like in Pokemon.
Oh, like the flipped over 6, whatever?
Yeah, and you're just attacking the person directly. And then they only fight when it flips over the prize card.
Oh.
But yeah, Digimon was a great game, or at least cool in concept, just because like in Pokemon you have to have the Charmander turn into the Charmeleon. In Digimon, you can have the robotic toaster turn into a zombie. So there's no like evolutionary line. Just as long as it's the next stage, you can keep stacking. So that's kind of cool and a little smoother when you're actually in the thick of the gameplay. But yeah, trying to stay out of more card games than I'm already invested in, and trying not to be too competitive. I'm trying to just enjoy the ride.
I know you usually say, especially when we do Commander, it's either pre-cons or it's a devastating win.
Yes.
You want to do either 0 or all 100. Yeah. Me, I you know what I truly miss? This is why I like the pre-cons a lot more than just playing CEDH, where, I'm a stacks player, so it's like, I don't give a shit what anybody else.
Yeah, you're fine with the 6-hour game.
Yes, I truly am. But yeah. I really want to, like, we're playing together with friends or whatever, I want to win through beating, like, savagely beating down people.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy. Like that's like a 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-cons are great for that. They're always usually based on a bunch of tokens or a bunch of counters, or both.
Or both. Yeah.
Or both, gosh darn it.
Oh man, did you see the Tales of the Shire game? And are you gonna get in that?
Not seen it. We'll have to see it to maybe get into it.
Dude, it's like a cell shaded Hobbit game that all you're doing is trying to live.
Trying to survive?
No. It's like Animal Crossing.
Oh.
Yeah, just a chill. You know.
We're talking about every console kind of thing, or?
I think it's on the Switch and Steam. I'm not sure. It's probably on everything.
That sounds cool. Yeah, I might get into that.
It looks sweet. You know what I mean? It's like one of those ones where it's not really a challenging thing. It's more of a gathering resources.
Right.
And
get your turnips, sell your turnips.
Yeah, dude. Get the one guy that gives you the stink eye that one time so you can slap him. Dude, that guy always irritated the hell out of me when they walked in. It's like, yo, have some respect on my name. It's
what's funny is that's what's so great about the extended versions is you see so many different that particular character is like, oh cool, you know, when Gandalf's showing the kids all the fireworks and stuff, and then as soon as it, you know, really focuses in on that character, they're back to I'm angry.
My turnips turn out bad.
What music you been listening to?
Oh man, I fell into so on TikTok they showed me an older VMA video, a live performance of The Warning.
Okay.
3 female band, and it was just a short clip of the drummer getting down and just like in the middle of drumming, she's like, "Everybody clap your hands." And
Did they
just
clap?
like, everybody's getting high, and then she
Don't leave me hanging.
screaming and yelling and stuff, and drumming the shit out of it, and then like there's just this primal scream, and I said, "Dude, I'm in it." So I've been listening to The Warning all week.
Ready to go, huh?
All week. It's just such a good, it's just a good band. And I was like, all right, very cool.
Oh yeah.
How about you?
I've been bumping a lot of different stuff. I've been using TikTok almost exclusively for music, so I've found a lot of covers and stuff that way, but I've been really cranking 4 Bats, and what it is a guy who is completely thugged out in like every video, and he's basically doing like an R&B song over a beat, but he changes his voice to be a lot more feminine. It's actually really good.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
You have to send me some
There's
stuff.
only been like 3 or 4 songs like released, and they're all kind of the same. But I mean, at least he puts on there like Act 1, 2, and 3 or whatever. But really good, just like smooth R&B
I really have to check that out.
with a thugnificent twist on it.
Magnificent twist. Oh man. This week also watched Uncut Gems, like you said. Watched from the other week.
He's watched the Adam Sandler movie that we were talking about last time. What'd you think?
Going in on it, I knew it was in A24, and I don't really feel like they've missed ever. A24 just shits out some of the best movies in the recent 10 years.
Yeah, even if you catch one, like a lot of like The Green Knight wasn't really received very well.
I haven't seen that yet.
Fantastic movie. It's not top tier. It's a good 5 o'clocker. So I feel like even their movies that aren't 10 out of 10 for me, which a lot of them are, it's just a little below it, like an 8 out of 10. Their worst movie to me so far has been like an 8.
And what's that?
The Green Knight, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just the pacing's a little weird, but the way they're able to capture the King Arthur story so well.
It's an Arthur story.
Yeah, King Arthur, yeah.
I like that.
Get with it, bud.
I like that a lot. But I also watched Payback. You ever watch that?
No.
It's like a late 90s, early 2000s Mel Gibson movie where it comes off of a book series. I forget. I think it's called like Parker or something like that. I think Jason Statham played the same character, but a different storyline, whatever. But it's just like one of those background heist type of things, but not really a heist. It's just they did the heist in the beginning of the movie, and all he's trying to do is just get his $70,000 back.
And it's just not going well.
No, dude, they beat him up, shoot him, take off a toe, all this stuff, so it's...
I like about disembodied feet ever since Fallout. It's really getting me.
What are you talking about? I didn't see. I'm on episode 4.
That's fine. Hurry up.
Yeah.
So what did you think about Uncut Gems?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I went on a tangent. I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing and shocking. Full anxiety. Like, from minute 20 after you're introduced and, check out his inside of his colon, which was pretty cool. You come out and he starts gambling, like, it's insane. Like, I think about it and I'm like, oh man, as a poor in my mind, it's like, dude, I
people's money.
I lose any of that. I'm like, I can't pay that back.
Yeah. Especially the large amounts he was getting. And then there was even those weird twin-looking guys that were also looking for him, and he just brushed them off.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sell you watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. But
and yeah, his little partner in crime, he kept slinging his Rolexes to everybody just as a gift.
And, that sucks. And then, like, trying to pawn off Kevin Garnett's ring. And I was just like, oh no, you're going to lose this, huh? And Garnett's going to beat that ass, And I'm like... But what was messed up, in my mind, not messed up in my mind, but I knew the outcome of that game.
Yeah.
Because I think they put it in like 2007. They set the date at 2007. And I was like, I watched that game. Celtics do win. So it was just like, I knew he was going to win big.
Yeah.
And I forgot how much Kevin Garnett was going to be scoring and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I don't know about the points, but I know that the Celtics do win this series.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, okay, he's going to win that part. But it was still on edge, and then that ending really got me. So I was surprised.
Yeah, taken back.
Yeah.
It's a lot, especially, even just, I thought the movie ended when the last time they come into the shop and he tries to give them the money and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps going
and
going and going and gets more and more tense. God, they really fucked him up at the, was it some kind of dance recital or something for the kid?
It was a play.
Yeah, and then they beat his ass in the car.
Yeah, take his underwear.
Oh, Jesus.
I want the underwear. And I was like, oh no, dude.
Especially because he's like his brother-in-law or whatever, so they still have to see each other at meals and everything else.
I was not expecting that either. I was like, oh my gosh. He just had his underwear taken from this guy, and they're just sitting across from each other.
Not only does he owe money all over town, but even just with every family member, it seems like.
So yeah, that was awful. Oh, but I read that Netflix, I think it's this week or next week, one of my favorite characters of all time. The whole series is dropping. All the movies.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Not one bit. The Freddy Krueger's series is dropping
cool.
on Netflix. I loved Freddy Krueger as a kid. I felt like when I first saw, I think I saw the first Nightmare on Elm Street I saw was 3, the Dream Warriors one. And from then on, I felt like I wanted to dream to have Freddy Krueger show up and just be my friend. Like, he seems like he's just a fun dude.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, Fred, let's go and mess with my sister's dream, go in there and just start fucking her up, whatever, or anybody, dude. I thought it was very fun.
If there ever was one.
Just me and Freddie?
Me and Freddie.
Yeah. It was pretty dope. So I can't wait to run through all 18? I don't know. I think there's 8. The 8 movies. Including, like, New Nightmare and stuff.
I gotta say, I've only seen Nightmare on Elm Street, OG, original, and then Freddy vs. Jason, and I think that's it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a big horror movie guy. It's really got to have a good story to hook me. Otherwise, if it's just like, for example, It is a good example of like, that is like a monster thriller movie, whatever you want to call it, but it's got a good story.
Yeah.
Really good characters, so like I can get into it. Whereas a lot of the Jason movies, it's just like there's a threat. What do we do? Run. All right, credits. That's it.
Yeah, that's the thing about the thing that messes me up with the Jason movies is like just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Run, dude.
Just keep going.
You're not safe.
Him and the Michael Myers. But see, the thing that about the Fred Krueger one, you can't run.
You can't. You gotta fall asleep
sometime. You know? And if you try to stay awake, you're gonna end up messing your brain up, and then you're gonna, who knows if you're asleep or not. But yeah, I've always thought that was a great character, and he was one of my favorite horror movie bad guys.
Netflix has been killing it lately with the features.
Yeah, and the live events. We missed the Cat Williams last night. I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
I've not watched Cat Williams like an entire special and been hyped about it for probably like 12 years.
No, man,
Like
I'm hyped about it because of the controversy that he's been stirring up. You know what I mean? I really wanted to watch it live just in case like they edited the
recorded version.
Yeah. But oh well, we were just.
He does seem like the wrong guy to go live with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
So what I've rewatched, and this is a movie I probably watch at least twice a year, every year, is Whiplash.
Oh, geez.
Whiplash is a movie.
Anxiety also.
Yeah, another anxiety-driven movie. Whiplash is a movie about a kid going to school for drumming, and that's all. He does it like Michael Jordan. Basically, it's all he does. Like Michael Jordan always did basketball just to get better and better and better each day. That's all this kid does, to the point where he's like, his blisters are ripping up. His blisters have blisters. He just does nothing but drums because he wants to be the best. And then he is met by, is it J.K. Simmons?
Yeah.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons plays his teachers. Yeah, right, I'm trying. J.K. Simmons is the teacher, and he is a monster. He is such a fucking asshole. Throwing shit, yelling shit, tricking kids into thinking they're out of tune in the band and throwing them out, saying that that's even worse than being out of tune, is you don't even know you're out of tune. So it's a cool story that has changed. Every time I watch it, I have a different, not every time, but throughout the years I've had a different perspective. Like when I first saw the movie, I saw it from Miles Teller's point of view as like I'm grinding to be the best, and everybody who's mean to me needs to get out of my way. Whereas now that I'm older with kids, I see it from the teacher's point of view, and it's really a story about like, what will you give up to be the greatest? And that's what I love about it, is, rewatching it, I have a different perspective for different characters and stuff. And there's really it's a really tight movie where nothing happens except him performing, him practicing. There's like a fling with his little girlfriend for like a little bit, and then we're right back to the teacher abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Just loads and loads of teacher abuse, but I won't say much more than that. But I do think that if you have the time and want to get real anxious and wrapped up in a character story, this one's great. Absolutely great. Because there's even a very good scene in there where it's his family and his two other brothers or whatever. They're talking about how, they're on the football team.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just sitting there like, well, that's great. I'm sure everyone's going to remember you from the football team in high school.
Yeah.
Trying to put it into perspective that this is his dream to become the best drummer.
Man.
But yeah, I love it. Definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
Well, J. Jonah Jameson, his voice just carries, dude. He's like a demanding one. I mean, he's Omni-Man.
Yeah.
And it's
bringing pictures of Spider-Man.
Bringing pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah. So it's that was a pretty good movie.
I love it. Yeah, I love rewatching it. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely doesn't need a sequel. We don't need any more than exactly what happens at the end.
Shit. What about TV shows? You jump on anything?
That was another rewatch for me, and I hit up. And this actually kind of goes into music a little bit too. I hit up Over the Garden Wall.
Again?
And let me tell you why.
Get it.
Over the Garden Wall is one of the best animations to ever come out. I listen to the soundtrack almost daily, just in my shuffles.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of the songs are on the playlist. The songs are great because they're all very different. The theme song is amazing because it literally describes the entire series, front to back. Like if you break it down, it's episode. Each line is episode by episode of like what happens.
Oh man!
Because what it is these two kids get lost on Halloween, and they're trying to find their way back, and all they do is they bump into a lumberjack who warns them of the beast, and they're just like, yeah, whatever, and they just keep kind of going to town. They also tell them to warn them about the beast until they finally have a confrontation with the beast. But it's hilarious. It's really introspective. It's amazing. It's so good. It's kind of better to watch it around like fall, Halloween time because that's kind of the vibe. But it's a lot like Adventure Time, but better.
Jeez, that's good. Well, I need you to watch Centaurworld.
Okay. Yeah, we've been on that one for a while. As far as
you need to watch
Centaurworld.
Netflix cartoon. Watch it with the kids.
Cartoon. Watch
it. It's
I can't get them to stop watching X-Men. These girls, man, we will watch the newest episode of X-Men '97, and then they want to get out of that, go all the way to the top of the queue, and run it back.
Jeez.
From episode 1.
That latest episode was rough.
I
loved it, dude.
Yeah, and it's it's the beginning of the finale. There's only 2 more episodes, and they're all gonna be
all together. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for it though.
Yeah.
Class is in session,
dude.
Magneto was right.
Magneto was right, and he just flipped the script. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
To me, my X-Men.
Well, then I also saw the trailer for the new season of Shoresy. I know you haven't watched that. Shoresy is probably one of the funniest sports TV shows ever.
Yeah, the guy making those is just a genius.
He can be the Wolverine also. He has my vote as a potential MCU.
I think I'd rather see him as Cyclops.
Really?
Yeah. He's I think a lot more people could play Cyclops than Wolverine though, now that I say that.
A quarter of their faces disappeared.
True.
Yeah, so it's really not.
They just need to look like average Captain America. You know, I don't know.
They just need a commanding attitude. But yeah, man, you should check out Shoresy. I love Shoresy, and you don't have to really watch Letterkenny.
Right, yeah.
But Shoresy is very funny. Like
the fast talking and the mom burns really get me.
Yeah, that's I enjoy the hell out of that.
That's not what your mom said last night, Shoresy.
Oh man. So what else? What do you got?
We're caught up on Survivor.
Oh man.
Both of us are caught up on Survivor, I believe.
Absolutely.
What,
I watched it.
Who was the last person voted off?
What do you mean? I'm the one that usually watches it. Who was the last person voted off from you? What's up?
Last person I saw was Tiff.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it.
She got cleaned out, and this is the second or third person, I believe it's the third person this season to get voted out with an idol in their pocket.
Yeah, this is all blindsiding.
Yeah, and I'm not here to pass judgment. Obviously, it's got to be rough out there. Not a whole lot of food, a lot of challenges, a lot of social game, and a lot of social aspects you got to stay on top of. But man, going home with the idol in the pocket has got to feel horrible.
Absolutely.
So
I wonder if you get to take it home. I would go and I'd put it on my wall.
I'm sure. I'm the type of person that I would slip it to somebody before I would take it home with me.
Are you talking about like as you are hugging people, you just put it in their like prison wallet?
If
allowed,
like it's in
there.
If allowed by the rules, because they do have like, I don't want to say crazy rules, but I do feel like they change rules. Like you used to be able to go to the sanctuary, get food, and then bring leftovers back. They don't even let you do that anymore.
Well,
you want to talk about it? Go ahead, talk about it.
Man, the
burger situation.
The burger situation.
Hold on, folks. We have a situation.
Dude, how uncomfortable was it when she flipped the hell out?
Extremely uncomfortable, but I think Q was trying to do that.
Yeah.
I think once he had her making a little bit of noise, he was all about leaning into it and justifying it, which we're playing the game for money.
Dude, these are game players. These guys are playing games. And the messed up thing is, you can see it when Jeff is like, yo, who wants to not do this for rice? No one wants to do it because they're going to play the game. They're trying to survive. Yeah. And I feel like this is the strongest willed people so far I've ever seen.
Yeah, true, because they have not caved on the food challenges at all.
No, man. No one that Liz lady that can't eat anybody's food or whatever.
Yeah.
Go eat sand then. Go grab some bark.
Every Wednesday, they'd go to Applebee's.
Yeah.
And eat that very same burger.
That same bourbon burger. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. There's so many people that fade into the background that I keep forgetting that we're only at there's 7 people left?
No, I think there's more, right?
That's what it feels like, is what I'm saying. It always seems less than what there are, because, Ben never really pops up, the rocker guy.
He chills.
My in-laws think that he will either go the distance or win. I think that he can't make it past the jury if he goes to Final Four, Final Three. Yeah. I think Charlie's got this in the bag.
You think so?
I think he's going to walk right through this and win the entire thing.
Jeez.
Because he's the Swiftie, he's the lawyer, just the grip challenge alone. What the hell was that?
Yeah, and he goes up there, he starts hanging upside down like nothing's bothering him. I was like, yo, really?
Well,
you still have enough strengths?
That's the one where he goes back.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant on the pole.
No.
Okay.
He was pretty decent on the pole too, but this one was, he just outlasted Tiff. He's taunting her from over there.
Oh man.
He said that he just worked on his grip strength and puzzles just constantly.
Well, yeah. If you know you're going in there, why? My main thing would be learn how to do fire.
Yeah.
Grip strength. And starving myself.
Hunter and Charlie both starve yourself?
Absolutely.
Just gonna get ready?
Just get my mind right, because, when you start, starving yourself on the thing, you're gonna end up being an ornery bitch. You know what I mean? You're gonna be out of line. Yeah. And you might not be thinking right. And I want to be able to starve myself and work out at the same time. So I can be like, okay, I'm gonna use this much resources. And I want to see if I can I don't know what the rules are about going into the water and get some fucking sea life.
Oh, you can do it all day long. They even give you fishing equipment.
They give you fishing equipment, yeah. But I'm talking about day one. I'm popping off my 7X T-shirt that I showed up with,
I'm
and
sure
use
they'll
that
allow
net.
it. Yeah, I'm sure
you know
they'll.
What I mean?
Yeah, you're in Tyrone Bigum's up there. But yeah, I think Charlie's got it, or at least Maria, because she's always in the background pulling the strings. Mm-hmm. So that little alliance right there is probably gonna take the game. Q's got to be clipped at least next episode.
No.
Think he's gonna stick around?
I think he has 2 or 3 more episodes
before they finally get him.
Yeah. There's too much dead weight still.
Well, I do agree with my in-laws that Ben will probably make it to Final Four, but to actually win, I doubt it. He's made no moves. He's won no challenges. He's just been an okay, alright guy.
I'm just out here just chilling.
She's just screaming about that burger. Screaming about it.
I was not prepared.
Yeah, that was a lot. Because, I kept pointing out to Brianna, I was like, look, they're all just, looking at the ground. Every single one of them was like,
I'm sorry.
Except Jeff. Jeff is like, how does that make you feel?
Oh, Jeffrey, man. Dude, I don't know. If I was sat there, I wouldn't... I probably couldn't stop myself from laughing.
Really, yeah.
Dude, I laughed so hard.
I do a nervous laugh, so I probably would
It's a poignant laugh. You silly bitch, dude.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, everybody did feel bad in the moment, but it's a game.
It's a game.
You don't have to be here. It's unfortunate you can't eat anything or whatever, but she's also, like, not winning challenge. She's another binge. She's not winning challenges. She say that she's setting up blind sides. I don't know
see
what
any
she's
of that.
talking about. Yeah.
That's why she's been off of food too long. Doesn't want to know where
I think
anything
the people at Final Four are going to be like Ben, Venus, Maria, and Charlie is my prediction. Everybody else is going to get weeded out.
See, that's why I say Q is going to stay alive longer. They still want to get rid of Venus. They want to get rid of Homegirl that screamed. These are a lot of buffers that he has in front of him that he can throw out. You know what I mean?
True. And he's always a vote with Maria at the moment. So let's see how the next one shakes up. It's been a great season, though.
It's going to be Ben next week.
It's going to be what?
It's going to be Ben next week.
You think?
Absolutely.
I think if we are in agreement on Q, I think the next person to get clipped is probably Kenzie. I think Kenzie's going out.
Kenzie needs to go too. See, Q has way too many buffers in between.
Yeah, well now that Tiff is gone, because she actually said it, and I probably mentioned it last podcast anyway, but I'll mention it again. Tiff and Kenzie have had pretty much the same game, but now Tiff is gone, so now Kenzie can kind of take all the credit for that as far as trying to convince the jury. So yeah, I think that she is in a lot of danger. Q is in a lot of danger, and then I think everybody else is just kind of chilling.
I think
big chilling.
I think this year the jury is going to be a little volatile to whoever is on the top four, because I really feel like
every single
no one really likes each other.
Yeah.
There's
been a lot of blind sides.
And a lot of the ones that did get blindsided, and they're like, oh, you played a good game, and the one is like, yeah, right. I'm like, yo, I would have been the same way. What do you mean I played a good game? If I played a good game, I'd still be sitting.
Yep.
My light would still be on, Jeffrey, I ain't playing no good game. These motherfuckers out here, we love you. No, you don't.
And it's easy to say from where we're sitting, like, oh, you should have seen that, but I can't imagine Hunter or Tiff just being like,
they coming for me.
Oh, I got it. No, I got it. I'm comfortable. I don't have to play anything.
No,
and then just get completely swamped with votes.
I'd use it. I don't care. Even though I might not be the one, but if I have it and I didn't win the challenge, like Jeffrey, I got this right here, and I pull it out of my prison wallet and give it to him.
My prison wallet.
Shit just hanging off of it.
Got the cameras. I'm beating this guy's ass.
Here you go, Jeffrey. Take my stinker.
No, you gotta pull it out and hand it to him, and then as he gives you that awkward look, before you can even say anything, be like, "Now, Jeff, how does that make you feel?" I always thought that was so funny. Like, I would love some SNL skits or something. It's just like somebody gets in a car accident and Jeff's on the scene.
No, dude.
Microphone in their fucking in their face.
You
just wrecked. You just had a 5-car pileup. How does that make you feel? What's that emotion we're feeling in this moment?
Dude, what made me laugh so hard was
you feel comfortable talking about it?
Yeah. After Homegirl was screaming at the top of her lungs throughout the whole island, they cut to commercial, right? But before the commercials happen, Jeff, Mr. Probst is out there. He's like, it's kind of hard to be out here. Do you think you'd be able to handle it? Like, sign him down. And I'm like, Jeffrey.
They should have a gif in the corner of her just like,
ah! It's like, oh man, this guy's cold-blooded.
I do respect Jeff's unwavering, got nothing for you.
Got nothing for. Oh my gosh, I love that.
That was the hardest got nothing for you I've seen in a while.
Oh man.
But we can roll on to questions, I believe. You got one?
Yeah. movie or series do you think deserves more? That got canceled or stopped being made? What do you think deserves more, like media for it?
Deserves more
Either
media.
a season or a new movie.
That's a toughie. I think that's hard. Because everything I would have said has already been remade in some fashion. I think personally, I would like to see, and to be honest, it would have to be better. They'd have to do everything better, the voices, the writing, and everything. I would like to see some more Street Sharks.
You can get Vin Diesel in this bitch?
Yeah.
I enjoy watching
Family Sharks.
that stupid commercial that he did with it. But okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely Street Sharks, because I think that it's such a hilarious concept. Because years ago, me and the boys used to be obsessed with like putting fictional characters against one another, and one time it kind of came up. They were like, okay, Ninja Turtles versus the Street Sharks, and I'm like, the Street Sharks swim through concrete.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a fight.
No.
This is a slaughter. I love those boys, those little turtle boys, but it is a wrap. It's not happening. Plus, there's like 7 of them.
7 what? Street Sharks? I thought it was only 4.
No, there's like 7 of them, I think.
Get out of here.
I think. But you'll find out in the new series.
Oh my gosh.
Street Sharks Remastered.
Yeah, they're on the rollerblades. They're you know what? It's no longer cowabunga. It's like it's Jawsome. You know, they're coming through hard. Ah, yeah. You know that's
fucking terrifying too. Like they always make the joke. They always make the joke like when you have a villain-looking guy like save somebody and they're afraid or whatever. That's terrifying. You have a street shark roll up. Save a guy from snatching your purse.
Yeah. All I can think about watching, getting the replay in my head right now. All I can think, tight jeans are pretty dope. Is like the city government, man. All those city workers have to repave all that stuff.
Job security, but yeah, it's horrible.
That's horrible, dude. Having to pick up concrete and
that right there is probably why they don't get paid. Because they are just destroying the city for little to no reason. I mean, they have rollerblades. They get there pretty quick.
On that same note, man, what about Top Cats? I like that.
Yeah, I could use some more. You mean SWAT cats?
So yeah, SWAT cats.
Yeah.
Top Cats. Top Cats. There you go. Tippy top.
I didn't even say that. Even that's Top Cat.
That's Top Cat.
But yeah, SWAT Cats is amazing. And also super dope. That was a good, like, around the Batman animated era.
What?
SWAT Cats?
No. That was like DuckTales, Tailspin and shit.
Oh.
Darkwing
You're saying it predates, though?
Yeah, it predates. I want to say it predates.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it predates maybe like a year or two before. Because I think the animated series is 95.
Okay.
I think Top Cats is early 90s.
I wouldn't trust that little noggin of yours.
I keep on saying Top Cats.
You love Top Cat.
It's stuck.
So what would you want them to bring back?
Well, the obvious one that everyone keeps continuously always saying is, Firefly.
Yeah, I was going to touch on it.
We wish we can get more, but I don't think I would want any more. I think 1 is good, and a movie. That's pretty badass. But
because there's a lot of anime that I would like to see more of, but honestly, that 1 season was just wrapped up in a little bow.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, touching it again would be a little weird, but you know what I would like to see them continue young Tony Soprano's run.
Okay.
Being played by his own son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would love more Sopranos because I just keep wanting to rewatch it anyway.
Yeah.
And you already know, but I ran through it like last year. I had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
I had such a good time. It's funny, it's introspective, like him and those damn ducks, man. I love the therapy part of it. If there was no him going to therapy and then him being ashamed of it, trying to hide it, the show would not have been as good. But I feel like, for me anyway, that's the best part, is that he has to keep going to therapy, not talking about all these people he's murdered, but at the same time, it's like she knows what's going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's fully aware of what's up.
And you know what? I loved the casting of the therapist.
Yes, spot on. Because
she was in Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
She was the wife of Henry Hill, whatever. Yeah. Ray Liotta's wife, and to see that they're like, yo, we're gonna go and cast her. She's a perfect fit to be a part of this Italian mafia type of thing. And I'm
nailed
like,
it.
Yeah. But yeah, I would like to see, because that movie that they made, I want them to continue on that. I want that 70s, 80s, and into the early 90s. You know what I mean? Like, let's continue. I want to see his rise to his power. Because we just know he's in power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though his little fucking uncle is the one that's running it. You know what I mean? Junior.
Love Junior.
He's such a pain in the ass.
Don't you love me? Oh, man. Gets me every time.
Ugh. And then, what else you got?
My question for you is, you have gotten powers, whatever, you know, let's leave it at the basic, you're able to pick your powers, I guess. Are you morally obligated to be a hero 24/7, or at least, at minimum, use your powers for good?
Why?
Because we live in an age of cameras and phones and anything remotely interesting being filmed, so the assumption is that you would use your powers in whatever capacity, and then it would be filmed, and then you would be judged by the world of what you did. Like, oh, for example, Bob wakes up, Bob's Homelander now, but the first thing Bob does is goes to the store, breaks through the roof, grabs a few boxes of cereal, scratches his ass, and then eats them above the store, only to go home and nap. And then whenever he needs money, he just, I don't know, gets rare trees and chops them up. But everyone sees, like, man, this guy's got crazy powers, but he's doing essentially the same shit he was doing before.
Scratching my ass, eating cereal. Jeez, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one, because once you start doing good, okay? Once you start helping the world and doing good, they're gonna want that.
Yeah, the expectation will be nuts. Yep.
You know, so I would probably pop on the mask, the whole thing where my head's covered. You know,
I think they'd still know you from those Flintstone toes.
Oh, those are covered too. those potatoes are covered.
Those piggies.
Just fully covered in some way.
Like, what's the guy from The Boys? Knight?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Black Noir.
Yeah, Black Noir.
I don't know, man. It's kind of rough. Like I said, it's if you start to do it, people will start to expect it.
So how would you manage that? So you'd get all blacked out, and then...
I don't know. At the same time, I would probably give myself dual personalities.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I would do good stuff, but then make statements of, like, now we gotta go off planet. You guys are on your own for the next 15 years, and then be a bad guy, fully clothed.
Oh my god, just play both sides.
Play both sides, you know?
I mean, it's not a bad idea, because if you have to keep going off world or whatever, at least there's reasons why there's dry spells of heroes. And I kind of agree with Unbreakable. Like, if you have somebody who is super powered or whatever, there's bound to be one other guy that's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
I'm gonna do everything to fuck that guy up.
I don't know, man. I feel like if those powers were granted upon me, I don't think it can be solely time to save the world. That's a lot on somebody's shoulders.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But they'll expect it, because you're impervious.
I'm gonna go and build a residence on the moon.
A moon man?
Moon man. Yeah. And purposely just take chunks out of the moon and throw it down to Earth.
Take
That'd
that.
be so fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there just kicking around rocks and like, let me take this big old chunk and.
Yeah, I also predict that you would do the hero thing for just a little bit before you're just like, fuck this. I'm tired of your problems, your bullshit.
Where's my statue?
I don't need this in my life.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh man, what about you?
I wake up, I have powers. I think it's gonna be like 2 or 3 years before I say shit to anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I would do my best to keep it under wraps. And then as soon as like a video or something happens, like I rip a car door off or something, I'm just like, what? What happened? What is this? Guys, help. Like, help.
Yeah, you're right. Like 2 or 3 years of understanding your powers. You know, what's my limit? Can't someone shoot me and I'll be alright? Will I survive a nuclear blast?
Yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Can I stand in front of a train?
Yeah.
I think that that would be the way I would go, and then as soon as people found out, and then they were like, I could really use somebody to stop all these pirates or henchmen.
I'm helping them.
Real henchman problem. I'll help them for a little bit. I think I would like to figure out a
I think you misunderstood
contract
me.
fee.
I'm talking about helping the pirates.
Oh no. These are dark times. Bobo, king of the pirates.
King of the pirates.
But yeah, I think I don't think that you should be morally obligated, but I feel like over time you would after social media campaigns. You'd at least get dragged through the mud, which is hilarious to think about because I keep thinking about heroes and like the guy that could fly and he was a politician.
Yeah.
Like that guy's locked in. Like he can't do anything but save people without his numbers tanking for votes and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Heroes was a good one too.
Didn't that just jump on Netflix?
Yeah, I think I did see it on there. I've rewatched the series I think like 4 times, so I'm completely uninterested in picking it up again, but yeah, I guess that last season was on the writer's strike, so it's just so bad.
So bad.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You gotta
And then they did
get
that
into the
reboot.
circus, and then the guy does earthquakes equal to the amount of people with powers around him. Like that is a lot to explain to somebody.
Cut it out.
For something
Gypsy
on
dude showed
ABC
up.
or whatever.
Yeah, well, I know they did that not reboot, but like an extra little short season not too long ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Right. Yeah, they
Didn't see
brought
that at all.
Yeah, I watched episode 1 and was like, I don't need this. I really don't. Love Heroes.
Yeah.
Loved what was going on at the time. Not too interested in getting back into that world. I think a big thing that made Heroes great was the powers on top of the mystery and the type of villain they were dealing with. Because it's the guy that played Spock. It's like him like taking people's brains or something, right? Yeah. Woof.
That was rough. That was pretty dope. Man.
Yeah. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for episode 4 of the Sunday Scaries.
This is 4?
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's weekly for you. I'm Josh. This is my main man, Bobo. We're telling you to check out Whiplash, Uncut Gems, Over the Garden Wall,
Centaurworld.
Centaurworld.
Yeah, get your tears. Use little napkins for your tears, because that is a
Heartbreaker.
Absolutely. Great little musical stuff too. It's fun.
Yeah, I love being able to take the soundtrack with me, but this is us signing off, and again, thank you to Zach Wilson and the United Front for allowing us to use their music. If you want us to answer any questions, or you want us to ignore you, just throw something in the comments, and we'll roll the dice on it.
Absolutely.
See what happens. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Every feature of your face I've memorized. It's like you've got me hypnotized. yourself to